diving into conversation today, doing everything that's genuinely best for you, right? You know, on my platform, honestly, since I have started my channel, I have always been true to, investing in yourself, doing what's best for yourself, just upgrading your life. Sometimes it really just takes you taking a step back and just observing like how far you've really come. When you're focused on yourself, because it's just so easy to get caught up in, let's back it up just a tad. It's so easy to get caught up in so many things that are not serving us. And then we're wondering why we're not seeing the results that we want or being able to get the things done that we want to get done is because we're not wholeheartedly focusing on it. And then not only are we not wholeheartedly focusing on it, but we aren't even investing in it as much as we really need to. It was 2 weeks ago that an opportunity had came out of the clear blue sky, and that's how I know it was God, because when I say it came out of nowhere, it came out of nowhere, And granted, it was a situation that really required me to put in a little work in order to get the result that I wanted. But once I did, I was really thankful because, like I said, I just couldn't imagine that this would have been able to happen on my own will. So that's why I just be like, you got to be mindful of what you say sometimes, because sometimes we can be asking God for stuff, and then when it happens, it's like, oh, whoa, but really just being prepared for what your next level in life is, whatever that may be for you. I'm going off of my experience based upon my interests, but for you, that might be something completely different. But just knowing that you're constantly, putting your best foot forward, and then not only that, when you see the result of that investment, you will be so proud of yourself. Like, you gain so much esteem from accomplishments and investing in yourself. That's the bottom line. Self-care is something that an internal work. There's no amount of times that I could go get my nails done or my hair done that will really be able to, how do you say, that would ever be able to take up the place of internal. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is really going on inside of you, I'm very big on mental health as well, because without the proper and healthy way of thinking, you really won't be able to see a lot of the things that you want in your life happen for you, So very much taking the time up to understand what are my mental health needs. You know what I'm saying? Do I need a therapist? If I'm angry or attitude, or I see that this blockage occurring with me. Why is that? And figuring it out. It's so many adults in the world today without awareness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many. And the other day I was really just sitting back like this, like having to really say, like, dang, wow, it's a lot of adults. That's like, the self-awareness is so non-existent. It's sad. It's not even a thing where it's like, oh, well, if that's them, that's the, not sad, because just to think like the next generation is following, and this is even if you have kids or regardless if you don't have children, how you want people to perceive. And even if you don't have kids, how will people remember me? You know what I'm saying? Or how will I be known by other people? That's the kind of questions that you just start then asking yourself, like, more so, what is the longevity of everything? And that really just plays a crucial role in your success in whatever you're trying to do, And I just think it's important sometimes for you to just be okay with sitting with yourself long enough to understand what that might be and going with the journey, because it's an up and down process. I share a lot of myself on my platform because of the simple fact that I've seen my life change in 360 within a matter of a good 5-year time frame, Yeah, so just constantly remember that. Also, point I wanted to talk about in this episode was being okay with the fact if you're the only person doing what you see being done, And once again, forgiveness on the lighting, because I feel like this lighting is off, just saying. And I've seen it since the beginning, but we're getting used to a few things around here, and it's okay. But yeah, just like being okay with, sometimes being by yourself, I was a person that, when it came to all this stuff that everybody likes to talk about now, the solo dating and whatnot, I was a person that was doing this stuff real before social media even existed on a calm, okay? And I like to say that, oh no, my phone's dying. That's the phone. You see it. It gets difficult because it can feel lonely. It can feel like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? God help me, you know? But in all actuality, sometimes, like that phrase that you hear a lot of people say sometimes, like, oh, sometimes you have to be a little isolated, or God sometimes isolates you before he elevates. And that is just so real because some people, they can get where they want to be and then not have done that and then have to later do that. And it can sometimes interfere with your long-term goal, you know. Doing a bunch of stuff from the ground up is not as easy as everybody likes to talk about, you know. So for real, it's important for you to understand yourself completely, you know. Understand and love yourself completely, because it can be easy to get caught up in the ugly parts of you. You have to wholeheartedly love every part of you. I mean, I love the ugliest parts, but I am even in love even more with the beautiful parts. Off the strength of I've seen my journey, I've seen what I've come through, you know. And a lot of times what holds people back is they don't love the ugly part. And the ugly part is what other people will try to use against you to keep you from reaching the potentials in which you want. So when you don't do what you're supposed to be doing, it doesn't serve you. In all actuality, it's serving the people that are preying on your downfalls and never wanted to see you do anything that you wanted to do in the first place. You know, so it's very important, like, that you are sticking to the things that mean something to you and that are valuable to you. As life starts to transpire, it's a lot going on in the world today. And I think it's important to just keep in mind or keep in the forefront what you're working on, your goals, and how you're trying to elevate your life. And I think that's really it for today's episode. So I really do appreciate you guys, as always, for watching. Please be sure to follow me on my socials. I am Nia_, and without any further ado, I will see you in the next video.